Shalom. As always, all right, before I get started, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that we will, and something that's true, peace, and salutations to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect, and risking your lives and freedoms to do so. You know, this is the brother Zion Amah from the GMS Detroit by Camp or branch, all right? And this is going to be a lesson, all right? And then it was coming down the pike, okay? Famine, all right? Scarcity, all right? Food is drying up, all right? And it should be very evident, all right, in this day and time, all right? When you go to these stores, all right, you seeing empty shelves in there, you know what I'm saying? You don't think food is not being delivered as often as it used to be, all right? And what food is there, a great majority is rotten, all right? You have the prices are soaring, you know, they sky high, right? Due to the inflation that was set in, all right, by these, this stimulus. So-called stimulating the economy, all right, pumping all this money in the system, all right. On top of that, you know, all the manly dates, right, and people, have been out of work, for quite some time, and just things are getting rough out here. You know, it's getting tight out here. It's getting harder and harder to make ends meet. You understand? And this article, okay, is basically touching upon that, the famine, okay, that's coming upon the land. All right, so this is an article, okay, I read the header, right? It says, now even the steaks are being locked up. Florida Walmart is securing $20 ribeyes with a mesh wiring and electronic security tags to prevent theft as crime soars nationally. All right, so this is an issue, okay, from coast to coast. All right, and it's saying, to prevent crime. All right, well, it's being set in place. All right, well, why are people stealing? Let me say that people are stealing, okay, because one, shit is too damn high. All right, and Jake ain't got it. You understand? Jake ain't got it. So what? Hey, they getting it how they live, all right? So you have Esau Edom, the devil, all right, who is the so-called white man that took measures, all right, to basically lock the meat up, all right, put a security tag on it so that they can know, or it makes it that much harder, okay, to get it about the store, And again, like I said, this is a sign of famine. You know what I'm saying? When people go through these type of measures, or if Esau had to pull this type of stunt, that show you how much, all right, Jacob, everybody, doing bad right now, okay? That's why all these different protests and everything that's going on, because the people are fed up. They like I said, they're tired of these whatchamacallits, all right, the hit 'em ups and all that, you know what I'm saying, the manly dates and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So you have people that's basically they scratching to survive, okay? All right, I want to read a little bit of this article, and then we'll get some precepts to make sense of all this. All right, it says Michael Frumho from Florida was stunned when he noticed that the meat at his local Walmart had been locked up. This is wild. Locked up to prevent people from stealing it. Michael took a video of it and shared it to TikTok, where it quickly went viral, gaining more than 4 million views in a matter of days. All right. It says the video, which showed the Angus beef wrapped in chains with an electronic security tag, comes amid growing concern about crime rates across the country. Sure, I like a good steak. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Like, what do you have to do? This is ridiculous. All right, because quiet as kept, it's enough food to go around, but all these restrictions and what it's basically manufactured, okay? You know, to make the people have to, go to desperate measures, all right? But nonetheless, it is a sign, okay, of what's to come, you know? Let's see. Let's see if there's any juicy points here. He say, right here, he said, "You gotta be kidding me." Michael began in the video as he held up the protected meat. Walmart now has the state locked up. Holy shit. It's come to this, and this is getting bad. Damn straight it's getting bad. You know? This is unprecedented, man. This letting you know, hey, this is the day of the Lord approaching. Right? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that you have to strap up some meat, the so-called stop crime, you know? Come on, dog. This is out of pocket. Just on top of the fact of the ribeye being $20 is like, that's excessive, all right? And like I said, that's unaffordable. So what Jake was doing or people were doing, it was taking it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff it in your hat, stuff it in your pants or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, the stores noticed that they was coming up short. So they took, so-called precautions, all right, to keep people from stealing it, all right, by strapping this meat up with this barbed wire. This is ridiculous. Everything is in prison, even the meat. Everything in captivity, under the rule of this devil, man. That's why he has to be moved out of the way, right? He's the perfect example of what not to do, how not to rule, right? Because he's showing he give less than a damn, right, about the Israelites, let alone, and then to boot even his own people, right? When you're talking about these elites, all right, the elite bacon families. Right, they even look at their own people as peasants, and that's why in the process of time he's looking to get that charagma, okay, in everyone, right? To basically show that he's a god, okay, he's a techno god, okay, above the Israelites, But let's see what else we got here. What'd he say? He said, how are we supposed to get that thing off? Asked a different TikTok user. They only have 2 employees in the whole store, and we have to check out ourselves. That's true. You've seen a lot of that. Yeah, the self-checkout, right? Because due to it's not really the lack of job. It's just a lack of people being employed, due to all the handouts was given, all right? Nobody wants to work. All right, and if it's not that, all right, the manly dates, all right, that's being, administered, right? Nobody wants to put up with that. So they like, well, the hell with working. If I got to go through all that, I got to hit them up just to work. Then, I'm gonna do my own thing, So yeah, you have that conundrum, right? Of you can't even check out. You gotta stand these long ass lines. You know what I'm saying? Then the people that are working there, they're irritated because they, it's just a big ball of confusion. All right, but let's get a few precepts, man. As the Lord said, there'll be days like this. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 15, and I'll start at verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. All right, that's referring to martial law, when everything is shut down. All right, we saw an inkling of that just 2 years ago. All right, when that thing, okay, came, so-called came over here and, shut everything down. Right. That's going to happen again. All right, and yeah, you're going to be cut off. You're not going to be able to just go and travel, freely. You understand? Because you're going to actually have all right, the National Guard and whatever other troops, okay, boots on the ground, all right, that's gonna be, all right, police in these cities, you know, so you're not gonna have that liberty anymore, right? And what you're gonna have, you're gonna need, all right, some type of digital ID, okay, to prove and to justify you moving about. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna get, they gonna take care of you, all right, whether they imprison you, all right, or just shoot you down the street or whatever have you. Right? But anyway, reading on, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right? What's the modern day sword today is the gun. All right, so hey, you gonna have, people trying to get it how they live with their heat. All right, and they said, going their so-called, neighbors that they used to have cookouts with. But now we're in a time of scarcity, we're coming into a time of scarcity, right? And it's gonna be, I'm trying to feed my family, I'm trying to protect my family. So to do that, all right, you're gonna have, this right here. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? Lack of bread, a twofold. Money, you know what I'm saying? And literal bread, food to eat. You know what I'm saying? A famine. Okay? It's on the way. This is gonna be, this is Second Ezra. Let's see, I'm gonna get 6. Yeah, this is Second Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, which we're seeing, inklings of that, right? What the sown places mean, everything is orderly, is well kept, right? But now, right, due to lack of employees, right? Again, just referring to the store, right? So everything just be everywhere. Everything is out of whack. Shelves are empty. You know what I'm saying? Just the arrangement of the store, it's not as kept, right? Also going into just the world in general, right? You ain't gonna have groomsmen and people cutting the grass and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna be unsown. It's gonna be unkept, all right? Because people are not working. You got martial law. You know what I'm saying? Things gonna get out of hand real fast, okay? The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That's right, from Walmart to Myers, Kroger's, what's some other stores? I don't know, but all your big box stores, Sam's Club, Costco, all these stores, they're gonna be found empty, right? Because of the lack of bread, right? You're gonna have men just, you see the frenzy just on what they call it, Black Friday. How that mob of people just rush them doors, or you're gonna be seeing that on the daily till the food is gone. You know what I'm saying? This is Second Ezra, all right, 16. And let's start at verse 18, because this also is dealing with Jacob's trouble. All right, Jacob being Israel, all right, which reference to the so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans. All right, that's Jacob, or that's Israel. All right, these things are happening for what we did against our power. So the Lord he's gonna take chiefly 2/3, right, through the raker, all right. The 144,000, the 1/3, all right, they'll be A-okay. The Lord's gonna protect this elect, okay. It says the beginning of sorrows, verse 18, right? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine, right? I.e. the lack of bread, lack of food, and great death, the beginning of wars, right? And the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You know, because hey, Ezra, he was given a vision, right, by the angel. I believe it was, by the angel, and he was able like to see these things vividly to the point, it made him sick. You know what I'm saying? To the point he like, man, well, what the hell I'm gonna do in that day, right? Because if you didn't know, the scriptures also deal with reincarnation. All right, so we have an understanding that we come back in the flesh in the process of time. All right, so the Lord, not the Lord, but Ezra is seeing, what's going on. He like all the calamity and whatnot. Like, how am I gonna get through all this? All right, and that's by believing, okay, in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right, He's gonna guide our steps. Okay. It says, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment. That's right. But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. When people say, all this going on, you still have, 2/3 of our people that don't want to get right, not trying to get right, not measuring the time diligently in itself. Right? Hey, we just had Ukraine and Russia, pop off, the beginning of wars, right? And Jake, he's not considering, right? He look at it as if, it's on TV, it's way over there, like those things don't affect, the American economy or none of that tumult or commotion will come over here. Well, it's gonna, okay, it's gonna get real, okay, in the streets of America. All right, you're gonna have race wars, civil wars, all right, famine, and ultimately world war. These are the days of vengeance. All right, let's get this real quick. This is gonna be Sirach 40, and I'm going to start at verse 9. Yeah. All right. Death and bloodshed and strife and sword and calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. All right. Hey, this is judgment. All right. From Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? That's why these calamities are happening. Okay, ultimately, this is judgment, right? The Lord he's making he's showing his presence. He's visiting the world that he made. You understand? All right? And it's going to get so bad, so you're going to know and understand that this has to be coming from an outside source, a higher power, okay? These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. You see that? I.e. judgment, right? Just like why the same reason that the Lord, flooded the earth, all right? It's going to be the same reason that the Lord floods America with fire by way of thermonuclear missiles, all right? That's what this is all building up to, because the people are inherently wicked. Okay, let's go back to that, dealing with the flood. Okay, just to hit the point, this is Genesis 6 and verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart, meaning his mind, was only evil continually. You understand? And that's what we have right here and now, bro. That's what we got going on. Bitches ain't thinking about nothing but twerking. Niggas ain't thinking about nothing but selling drugs and, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's, just doing all manners of wickedness, right? hell, the Mo community, right? That has to be stopped. Esau, all right, teaching, right? Esau being a so-called white man, all right, putting the idea, all right, in our people's mind that, men can be with men, women with women, that children have a right to choose their sexuality. Like, come on, that has to be checked, all right? The Lord has to check that, all right? And he's going to checkmate, okay, this place with the missiles, you understand? And as for the elect, right, the elect, it ain't going to be pretty for us, but, Lord willing, we be of that number, all right? And I say that humbly, but ultimately, the Lord is going to protect this elect, man, All right, this is, let's see. Yeah, this is Psalms, 34 and, 17. The righteous cry, right? Because, right, the righteous being the hopeful elect, the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that's done, okay, in the midst thereof. Right, the people, the men that's fed up, right, with the nonsense, the man that's vexed, okay, with the filthy conversation of the wicked, all right? That's who the Lord, all right, is going to protect, all right? Because, we have the mind of Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord don't like what's going on here, and neither do we, all right? Again, Lord willing, we be of that fold. It says, the righteous cry, and Yahweh heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, because we're being afflicted now, and we, it's gonna get tight out here, more so than it already is. But again, the Lord is gonna deliver, all right, his elect. As I'm reading here, it says, but Yahweh delivereth him out of them all, So that's what's coming down the pipe, man. You're gonna see more of stunts like this, if you will, right? Who knows what next, but again, this is just a sign, okay, that the famine is on the way. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that we will, peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.